So there's nothing the Shermans can do to shoot. So that's the turn of the Stugs. So they've got a move of 12 as well, so they're going to go down the road, and I think they're going to go through this gap in the fence line and just come out firing. So that's 6 inches to the gap, and he's going to turn through here. He's going to go forward another few here. And this guy, that's about 9 inches to the fence. He's going to turn and come through as well. So they've both got shots on. So I'm going to put this around the other side and see what we can see. Okay, so we can see. Oh, there's trees in the way. Let's try it this way. Okay, so you can probably see the Germans there. Okay, so the Stugs, for combat, they get to roll. Because they move, they only get 1 shot each. So that's going to be 2 dice. And they're trying to hit trained, so they need 3 or more. And the range is below 16 inches, which makes it short range. Oops. Tree just fell down. Okay. Right, so to hit the 3s or more. Oh, 2 2s, they missed. I don't believe it. Okay, that's the end of shooting. And now the British, I keep saying American because they're Shermans, but they're British. So the Americans, they're not going to move other than make sure they've all got a line of sight. Yeah, so they each get 2 shots each. Let's see, maybe I can... It's hard to see all the tanks, isn't it? There we go. So, going to need 6 dice. They're trying to hit veterans, because the Stug Gs I've said are veterans, so you need 4s or more to hit the veterans. And they're getting 2 shots each, because the tanks get 2 shots each if they haven't moved, and they didn't move. So, here we go. Okay, 4s or more. They got 2 hits. Alright, so when you hit, then you see whether you can penetrate the armour. So, I'm going to say, in terms of allocating hits, I've got to do 1 to each of these 2 tanks. So, now I'm going to do the saves. So to saves, you roll and add the armour rating of the front of the Sherman, which is 6. So this tank here, that's a 10, and the anti-tank rating of the Stug G is 11. So that means that then the Stug G rolls a firepower test to see if it destroys the tank. So the firepower of the Stug G is 3 or more. Oh, doesn't work. So he's just bailed out. So the crew jump out of... Oh, it's the other way around, isn't it? I've done it the wrong way around. So the... Yeah, so the Stug rolled a 4 against his armour, plus his armour is 7, that makes it 11. So nothing happens, the shell bounces off. So this other one, the Stug rolls and adds his armour of 7. Gets a 12, which is bigger than the anti-tank rating of the Sherman, so it bounces off again. These Stugs are pretty invulnerable. So now the Stugs are going to fire back. They're not going to move because there's no point, it's just a all-out firefight. So this time they get 4 shots, and they have to get, because they're shooting at trained, they need 3s or more. So let's see what we get. Oh yes, look at that. Can you see that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits from the Stugs. So we'll put 1 on each, and then we'll put 1 on the nearest one as well. Right. So because the Stugs, what do we do with these Shermans? They've got front armour of 6. So we're going to do this for the first Sherman. That's a 5, so it's 11, which is the same as the firepower of the anti-tank rating of the Stug. And when it's equal, then we test the firepower of the Stug to see if it bails them out. 3s or more, yeah. So they're bailed out. And then the second shot goes in as well. So that's a 6, plus his armour is 6, is 12, which is greater than 11, which is the anti-tank rating of the Stug. So the other shot bounces off. Right, now for the next one. So the middle tank has been hit, so we're going to see if this guy can make his armour save. It was a 5 plus his 5 plus his armour of 6 makes 11, and the Stug's fire anti-tank rating is 11, so it's equal, which means it's bailed out if the Stug rolls its firepower test, which is 3 or more. Which it doesn't, so they stay in the tank, they're alright. It makes a hell of a noise, but doesn't destroy them. Right, this last guy, 6 plus his armour 6 is more, so the shell bounces off that one. So actually the Shermans did pretty well that turn.